This was one of Toronto's biggest mistakes. On University Avenue, just north of Osgoode Hall, there was a building that looked more like a medieval castle than a military drill hall. It stood out from the rest of the street with its castellated towers. This is the story of the lost Toronto Armouries. It was completed on May 17, 1894 by Thomas Fuller, who was then Canada's chief Dominion architect. The walls were 6 feet thick, and it was built in a Romanesque revival style with towers, battlements, and rough-cut Kingston limestone. The Toronto Armouries were the largest in the country. It had 2 corner towers that rose over the street like medieval watchtowers. This was combined with massive, round-arched entrances that resembled fortified gates. It didn't just sit on University Avenue, it dominated it. Over 250,000 soldiers were trained here. The Queen's Own Rifles marched to the new armory in April 1894 to take possession, followed by the Governor General's bodyguards. But it wasn't just for soldiers. The armories hosted car shows, boxing matches, community events, and exhibitions. The architectural details were even wilder than most people know. Inside, its massive drill hall was one of the largest unobstructed interior spaces in the country. It had massive iron trusses spanning over 200 feet, and the towers of the Toronto Armouries were functional and not just decorative, containing armories, guard rooms, lookout points, and heating and ventilation systems. So how does a building this grand just vanish? Well, the simple answer is short-sightedness. In the 1960s, the building was deemed surplus, and despite fierce opposition from heritage groups and veteran associations, Toronto's old armories were sold off in 1961 and demolished in 1963. The castle had finally fallen. Today, the Toronto courthouse sits on the site. Buildings like the Armories weren't just architecture. They were anchors, markers of identity, places where a city understood its own past. And Toronto didn't just lose a building, it lost a symbol. A building that was designed in the same dramatic style as European castles, with turrets, battlements, stone walls, and pointed arches. A place where thousands of soldiers paraded, trained, and prepared for service. And like so many of Toronto's great structures, the Armories didn't fade away. They were erased. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this one. Until next time, take care.